guys.
The teeth to that Jacksonville defense.
Alrighties, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at it again with another stream. Today we're going to be talking about the New Orleans Saints versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. I can't speak right now. We're currently in the third quarter, going into timeout with an injury for the Jaguars. Uh, but man, I know I started late. I was trying to set up my new desk. As you can see, I'm not in the same location that I've been. Uh, Possibly over time, I'm going to be adding more stuff to the background. But for now, this is what we're working with. And I finally got myself a desk. I got myself a new chair right here. You guys can't see it probably, but now I can actually be comfortable and not worry about falling over with my old chair because my old chair was beat up, man. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the stream, ladies and gentlemen. I know that we haven't been streaming on our regular schedule, and I know that Alfredo isn't here today. Unfortunately, he had some things come up, so he wouldn't be able to join me for the stream today. And either way, I started a little bit late. So right now, it's currently the third quarter. The score is 24-9. Um, but yeah, it's not a really good game right now for Derek Carr. He just threw a pick six in the last quarter on the 10-yard line, trying to force a play. Uh, being a Raiders fan and also a self-admitted Carr stan, it doesn't look good, to say the least. I love the man. He's a Raider for life, but unfortunately, he has not been playing. I thought. He hasn't been playing up to his full potential, and that's something that we definitely don't like to see over here. We want the best for Derek Carr, and we hope that he can get it figured out, man, because that offense has been struggling all season. And man, I've been a huge supporter of Carr, and he hasn't really been producing. Not like I can really speak on anything though, considering that my QB is not doing that well either, and he's also injured. But we'll get into that after the game. Right now, we're still in a commercial break, waiting for, and we're done with commercial break. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Still commercial break. But yeah, man. I thought that Alfredo might want to join, especially coming back and beating the Chargers, which I'm grateful for. But at the same time, I don't like the Cowboys. Very well known, but they beat the Chargers, so that puts the Raiders in second place after they got a win against the Patriots. But that game left a sour taste in my mouth, to say the very least. And now we're going. The Raiders are in the red zone. Taysom Hill's running it. Doesn't pick up much. Doesn't pick up much. I don't think. I think he barely picked up a yard. Third down in the red zone for the Saints. Derek Carr's back in the game. Third and 3 for the Saints right now. Run it again. No, it was Taysom Hill. He picks up the first down. Able to pick up the first down on a run. First and goal for the Saints, setting themselves up to get that touchdown. I think they ran. I think they're probably at the 4. No, they barely picked up the first down, so they are. No, they actually made it to the 5-yard line. Goes. Yep, that's over. First and goal for the Saints on the 4.5-yard line. Derek Carr let's hail. Ooh. I think they benched Carr. No, Carr's in the game. I can't see him. It looked like a 7. I swear to God, it looked like a 7 on his shirt. But they threw a flag on the play. Pass interference. Is it going to be pass interference? So they're going to probably get another set of fresh downs. That is on the defense. Unnecessary roughness. I can't see it. Trying to put up the stream for all my friends to come support. First and goal for the Saints. Running play with Alvin Kamara. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage. I don't even think he picked up a yard right there. They're running the play again. They're trying to go and hurry up. Yeah, Alvin Kamara couldn't really do much in that situation. They were right there. Yep, ran into a brick wall. They just stuffed him. Second and goal right now for the Saints after that costly penalty. Handoff again. And he's stuffed again. But he picked up a yard this time. So it's going to be third and goal on the 1-yard line. Wingard with the stop. Third and goal for the Saints. You don't want to be in a situation. They haven't scored a touchdown in, I believe, over 15 drives. It's been since they've scored their last touchdown, which is their longest it's their longest streak without scoring a touchdown. So, I mean, Derek Carr really has been struggling to get the ball downfield. This offense has been struggling. They're trying to utilize Kamara, but they're not throwing the ball downfield. They're playing very conservative football. And, I mean, in this situation, you don't want to give the ball away, especially after just giving a pick six. So you give the defense, the Saints defense, on the other hand, has been playing very efficiently. I know the score doesn't show it, but they've been putting pressure on Trevor Lawrence all game, But the thing about Trevor Lawrence that you see is he's able to make quick plays. He gets the ball out of his hands, and with 2.5 seconds, I think they put on the screen, and the defense they're trying to play catch up, and he's completing 74% of those passes when he shoots that ball out. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this game unfolds right now. What's all that movement back there? No, I'm just kidding. So we're on another commercial break. I mean, at this point, the Saints have to really go into overdrive and also, do what they've been doing defensively. I mean, they get so many opportunities and they're not capitalizing, and they're letting those key plays go away from them. When they do stop the ball, they don't capitalize on it. They give it away, and then that's definitely not what you want to do in these types of situations. You're 500. The Saints are 500 right now, and they want to go over 500. And I mean, this wasn't even going to be a good matchup for them. I had picked. I had originally picked for the Jaguars to win this game, but still, you want it to be at least competitive, especially on a primetime game. You you don't want a snooze fest. You don't want a snooze fest where you're not, seeing tough competition. Uh, Damn, and the Saints are right now in threat of, well, they are in third place right now, behind the Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So Alvin Kamara handoff, and he's stuffed. Got back to the line of scrimmage, but not able to capitalize. I think they probably will go for the field goal right now, or they could call a trick play with Taysom Hill, which they've done already twice, and just try to run the ball out. Those defenders were already coming through. They already knew what was coming. It was a four-man rush on him. Not really much where you could go. Hmm. Fourth and goal. They're going for it. Yep. Taysom Hill. Trick play. Touchdown. It snaps their streak of their plays without a touchdown. I already had a feeling that they were going to go for the Taysom Hill trick play, but you'd expect the defense to be more prepared for that. I mean, every time he comes out, it's a run. So, I mean, good play. But you want more from the Jaguars in that situation. You want them to really, read what's going on. Taysom Hill is not in there to pass. He's in there to run. It looked like they had pretty good protection though. That Saints offensive line was really doing what they could to stop. Yeah, it was like all one-on-one protection. Like, so the Saints go score a touchdown, makes the score now 16-24. One possession game with two, no, that is a two possession game. Is my bad. That is a two possession game. Is it? Yeah. No, it's a one possession game. With a touchdown, they can tie with a touchdown and a 2 point conversion. They'd be able to tie it up. Now you got the kicker walking out onto the field. You could probably hear my kids in the background. They're just playing around. The Saints have had 13 total minutes of time of possession. Oh, we're in the fourth quarter too. Holy crap. Didn't even realize. We've been into the fourth quarter for a whole ass minute, and I didn't even realize. Wow. Shows what type of podcaster I am. Hey, we're getting better though. We're working on it. We're trying to be better every day. Just putting some time in, putting some effort in. I'm probably going to be dropping a video also tomorrow for my power rankings going into week 7. That Caesar Superdome looks dope as hell. Trevor Lawrence under center. First and 10 at the 25. Handoff. Running. He picks up the first down and then some. He picks up about 11 yards right there on that play. Etienne with the run and pick up of a first down. Clock continues to run down. It's 14 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Nice handoff to Etienne. Until they push him out. Yeah. I think they're going to put, that's a gain of 11 right there. Trevor Lawrence. Handoff. No. Fake handoff. Falling under pressure. He's running. Ooh, he jukes. Picks up about 6 yards on that play. Swipes away the defender. Able to pick up a couple extra yards. I thought that he was going to get stuffed right there at the 9-yard line. Or, 9-yard line from the line of at the 40. Yeah, at the 42. No, that's the 39. No. I'm terrible. It looked like he was going to get stuffed at the 36-yard line. But able to pick up some more yards. Still your leading receiver right now. 3 rushes for 39 yards. Snaps the ball. Hands it off to Etienne. He gets stuffed. No pickup on the play. Probably lost about 2 yards on that play, actually. Roach with that tackle. He sees the play. He collapses on the pocket, and he goes in for the tackle. Beautiful. Third and 8 for the Jaguars on the 38-yard line. Snaps the ball. Steps back. He's running for the first down. He gets sacked. No, he didn't get sacked. He picked up 1 yard. But they stuffed it. So they're going to have to... They're probably going to punt it. I don't know. Do they want to be aggressive? Try to get the... No, they're going to punt it. They're taking the offense off the field. But, I mean, the Jaguars already did one play where they... They already did one trick play already. So they got single coverage on the right, double coverage on the left. Snaps the ball. Is it a... Nope, he punts it. Nice deep punt. But it goes out of bounds. Oh, no, it didn't. Wow, that's terrible ball placement. This is going to be very uncomfortable for Derek Carr to be placed in that situation. The ball got spotted down at the 8-yard line in Saints territory. So they got a lot to claw their way out of. And we go to a commercial break. Oh no. I think we might be in the dark. This isn't good. Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to pull up ESPN because my stream on my phone just froze and I do not want to miss anything. ESPN. Yeah, it looks like we're frozen, so we're gonna go move over to ESPN, check out what's going on on the live cast. Sorry for the delay, guys, but man, what worst type of luck is it, man? Jags. Lost the stream. Oh, are we back? Yeah, we're back. Never mind. I think we're back. Nope, it keeps freezing. We are having technical difficulties right now, ladies and gentlemen. The Saints. Oh, it's still frozen. Well, that sucks. There we go. They're punting the ball away. I missed the entire drive. They just literally punted it away. They didn't do anything on that drive. Holy crap. I'm That's fucking hilarious. But we're back at least, so I didn't really miss much. 10-minute 27 seconds left. That's the kicker that was like drafted and he was like 38 years old, wasn't he? The Australian. Well, what were Trevor Lawrence, 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Hands off to number 39. Drops him down. Number 96 on the Saints, able to stop the run. Loss of 1 yard on that play. Nelson Agnew was the one that got tackled. He made the play. Or he was trying to make a play, sorry. Yeah, handoff, it gets stuffed immediately. Doesn't even pick up a single yard on that play. Great defense. The Saints' defense is legit, man. The offense has been struggling all year. That's their biggest issue. And I thought getting Derek Carr was really going to help them out, but man, he's struggling. Ooh, deep pass. He picks it up. Picks up 1st down. Number 0 on the Jacksonville Jaguars, able to pick up about 20 yards. Oh, no, they called it incomplete. No, that's a touch. No, his foot slides out. That is not. Boom. His foot was out. I don't know. That was pretty close. Well, it doesn't matter. They're not going to challenge it. It was too close. So it's 3rd and 11 for the Jaguars right now. 3rd and 11 on the 29 or 30-yard line. Or no, 25, sorry. Passes it deep downfield. Good coverage. No flags. Oh, they threw 2 flags on the play. Oh, my God. It was... They're trying to plead their case that was over his head, and it was uncatchable, but I don't know. I mean, especially how the league has been, they're going to call that. They're going to definitely call that as pass interference, defense, number 29. Yep. Gave him the 1st down. Holy shit. That is something you definitely don't want to do in that situation. Agnew was the one that was trying to go up for that play. Oh, yeah. He hit him before yeah. Yep. Easy call. Runs the ball. That was a big chunk of yards. That placed them from the 25-yard line all the way up to, I believe, the 45. I think that was a 15-yard or 20. Oh, no. It was placed at the spot of the foul. That's why. But that was a big chunk of yards that they lost because of that Boneheaded mistake. Snaps the ball, gives it to Etienne. Etienne running. He gets the first. No, he doesn't. He gets tackled a little bit before the 1st-yard marker, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. Derek Carr got, or no, he's still on the bench. It's the Jaguars ball. That's why he's on the bench. I'm goofy. Bye. Third and 1. They run it. Etienne goes. He was down. He looked like he got down before. He did not take the ball over the. They are gonna call it short, I believe. But they can go for it. Runs it to the right. I don't know, man. He might have put the ball down there. Okay, so he got 4th and inches. That was close. I'm not mad at the call. They're gonna go for it. Obviously, 4th and inches. Now they're in the enemy territory. They're at the Saints. Ooh, he got it. No, he didn't. They stuffed it. Turnover on downs for the Jaguars. Damn. Great. 4th and inches. Unable to convert. That Saints defensive front is mean. It looked like he was going to go. Boom. He runs into it. Man, you can't even see it. He just... It looked like they were about to cross. Good defensive front right there. Able to stop the run on a critical 4th down. Getting great field position because now they're going to be placed at about the 45-yard line in their own territory. But I mean that's gives you great field position. We're back into a commercial break, so let's talk about the other matchups that we're going to have this week. No games out of the country this time. We have the Falcons versus the Buccaneers. It's going to be interesting, a division rivalry right there, or a division matchup right there. Falcons offense has been playing pretty good, but I mean, I don't really know about Desmond Ridder, man. Is he really going to be that guy for you guys? Like, I don't know. That's to be determined, I guess you could say, but. Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for that one. I feel like they're going to beat the Falcons. Because Tampa Bay's offense is pretty good, but their defense is also good. So that's why I give the edge to the Falcons. I mean, they're both kind of ass, if we're completely honest, but. Yeah, just give me the Buccaneers in that situation. Not really. Hopefully it's a more interesting game. We don't know. It might be one of the best games. But last week, we need to talk about last week, man. It was... You got the Eagles losing their undefeated streak, getting beat by all teams, the Jets, with being led by Zach Wilson. How does that happen? Like, I'd say fire the entire ship after that, but that's just me. I'm not an OC or a DC or a GM. Oh, yeah, you can see he didn't get it from the aerial view. Great play by the defense right there. 1st and 10 for Derek Carr now. Saints back out on the field. Short pass, picks up 1st down, gets some extra, picks up about 20 yards in total. I'm sorry if I'm yelling into the mic too much. I just hope that Derek Carr pulls off a fourth quarter comeback because he's been struggling. Just take him off into the sunset. Boom. Dot to Taysom Hill. Number 7, picking up an extra 20 yards right there. That's what you want to see, though. Those deeper pass, like mid-range field, just get those easy, big chunk yard plays. Don't be scared. You know, this is what you were known for. Dot. Touchdown. Chris Olave. Touchdown. In three plays, it was Michael Thomas, my bad. In 3 plays, the Saints march down the field and pick up a touchdown. And this is where you start to see, they go for the 2-point conversion and they convert. I have the side by side. I have my live stream just froze, but I could still see the live score on Google right now, and they scored the 2-point conversion. It's a tie game now. That's what you want to see. Like, that's what you want to see out of him. Make those plays. Like he's a smart quarterback. I've been, like I said, I'm a Carr stan, but you know, you got to make those plays, and that's what you got to convert. You get those situations right there like that. You don't get those all the time. So if you're not converting, you're just shooting yourself in the foot, right? Man, that was crazy. Just in 3 plays, 3 big chunk yard plays. That's all he needed. March down 55 yards, goes and picks up the touchdown. That's what you want. No getting stuffed. It was all just execution. That's what you want. The Jaguars are now got to come out here, go on the offensive, and figure a way to score some points. March downfield, get some field goal points, but don't turn the ball over, because now this is where Derek Carr shines. This is where he's going to ball out. He plays trash all the entire game, and then he'll come back and get you a fourth quarter win. That's why one of the reasons why we hate Derek Carr, but we love him at the same time, because he puts you through an emotional roller coaster, just like the Raiders. He is definitely a Raider for life. That's for goddamn sure. Even when it's a win, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. But man, Alvin Kamara able to convert that 2-point conversion. Now you see life in the Superdome. Field goal or fair catch. So they're going to be set at the 25-yard line. And look at Trevor Lawrence marching down onto the field, looking like he's ready to put this game away. 6 minutes and 38 seconds left on the clock. Now here's the thing with it. If the Saints want to win this, they have to secure Lawrence on every level, because he can scramble. There he goes with those quick passes, quick snap and release. Man, I didn't even get to finish football. Like, he literally just snapped it. There's no hesitation between him. He already knows where he's going to go, and he's going to release it quick. So right now what the Saints need to do is slow them down. And you can see out on the field is their rookie QB. Trevor Lawrence. Step back. And he runs. This is what I was saying. You got to contain him on every level, or he's just going to run to the 50-yard line. Big pickup of yards right there. Picked up about 25 yards on that play by himself. Yeah, he started from the 25-yard line and went all the way to the 50. Damn. And this is what I was saying. The Saints need to contain him, because he's not only a passing threat, he's also a running threat. He's a dual threat QB that he can just turn it on in any second, and you don't want that. Right now, you want to, and it doesn't look like it's affecting him. The injury that he got last week is affecting him at all. It doesn't look like it. Number 0 trying to pick up. He doesn't pick anything up. Second down. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage. 5 minutes left on the play clock. The Saints, if they really want to win this, they got to stop them and then also stop the clock. Well, you don't want to waste your timeouts right now, obviously, but number 0 stiff arms somebody. Number 0 stiff arms number 6 on the Saints. 2nd and 10 for the Jags at the 49 in their own territory. Quick release. Nobody there to catch it. Well, he had 0 there, but he had double coverage right there. I don't know any of the players on the Jags. I know a couple. Well, I mean, besides Lawrence and Etienne, but. You got the Saints cheering them on. Saints fan base. Trevor Lawrence steps back. Really back. He launches it downfield. Intercept. No. He was waiting for a penalty call, but there was nobody there to call it. Or there was no penalty to be called. 4th and 10. The Jaguars just couldn't really convert. They're probably... Whew. A lot of no touching, not even facing him. Faces the QB and jumps up, tries to take that play away. They're going to punt it. Fair catch at the 9-yard line. Now this is where we see if Derek Carr regained his confidence or... We're going to see what they do. On a big chunk play to Michael Thomas, a big chunk play to Taysom Hill, and then a quick chunk play. Oh, my God. Just 3 plays. That's all he needed. And then wide open Alvin Kamara for the 2-point conversion. But they need to keep playing like that. Derek Carr is 27 of 42, 245 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. And in the last 3 plays, he's not missed. He's been throwing dots. Snaps the ball. Quick release. Oh, he wasn't able to pick it up. Chris Olave must be frustrated with himself right now. Easy pickup for him, and he wasn't able to just... No, he had to turn around. Did he have it? It was in his hands. If it's in your hands, you got to get that. Ooh, Taysom Hill. Picks up about 6 yards on that play. Quick check down to Taysom Hill for about 6 yards on that play. 3rd down and 4. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and 4. Carr getting pressured. He's trying to run for his life. He launches it downfield. He just throws it away. Oh, he got hurt. Oh, no. This is not good. Carr pulled his groin. Oh, no. This is not good. So Jameis Winston is going to come out onto the field to replace the injured Carr, who's out on the sidelines right now. Oh, he looks like he's in pain. Those groin injuries, if you've ever had them, those are not fun to get. He runs, trying to keep the play alive. Oof. Definitely not what you want to see right there. Yeah, he reaches for his groin. He already knew. He's like, oh, damn. I pulled my damn groin. Oh, he can't even stand up. 4th and 4. The Saints are probably going to kick this off. The defense has been holding up. They're probably going to go. Oh, man. Yeah, they punt the ball. Gives him great field position. He's running down the field. Ooh, that's... I might be a little biased because I'm a Derek Carr stan, but man, definitely don't want to see that. And he's been having injury problems this entire year. I mean, in the beginning of the season, if you remember, he got tackled against Green Bay, and then he had to go out for the rest of the game with a shoulder injury. Thankfully, it wasn't that serious. And now he has a possibly pulled groin, and we'll see if he comes back into the game. But as of right now, there's nothing that seems to be to show that differently. Now, quick recap while we're on commercial break. Let's talk about the games from last week. 49ers versus Browns. Oh my god. I didn't even watch this game because I thought that I legitimately was talking about this last week. How the hell does it happen where a week prior we were just talking about how we didn't see any team that could realistically stop this team. And then they get Deebo Samuels, Christian McCaffrey hurt, and I see a lot of people talking. You see a bunch of people saying like dumb stuff like, "Oh, see, Brock Purdy is nothing without his all-star wide receiver and his all-star running back." Well, no shit. Those are important key players to your team. And he still did what he had to do at the end of the game to win it. He marched downfield and he left it into the hands of the kicker. The kicker muffed the kick. That's not. I mean, yes, he didn't play good all game, but he was able to march downfield in key situations. Oh, I forgot to change the text. It's 24-24. I just barely realized that the score is not the same now. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm not trying to justify Brock Purdy because I don't really like the Saints or the Saints, the 49ers either way. But you know, I don't blame him for how bad he performed. That defense is pretty fucking good. It is one of the best defenses right now statistically. I think they've allowed the fewest yards and the fewest touchdowns in the first 6 weeks in NFL history right now. It's like some crazy number or something like that. They're like 5th all time. Trevor Lawrence, we're back in the game. 1st and 10. Picks up about 2 yards on that play. 2nd down and 8, I believe. Maybe 2nd down and 9. You can see them right there, and you can see Derek Carr, Alvin Kamara, Foster Moreau, and Michael Thomas just huddled up, talking to each other, trying to get each other psyched up. Because if they're put in this situation, they're planning on doing something right now. They want to run on all cylinders, trying to, win this game. They want to put it away. I look like I'm trying to. I don't want to blow my face out. 2nd and 8, so they did give him the 2nd and 8, the extra yard. I wish the Raiders would have hired Doug Peterson instead of hiring Josh McDaniels. Second down and 8. Trevor Lawrence in the backfield. Snaps the ball. Under pressure. He throws it to number 13. Running downfield. And touchdown. Touchdown, Jaguars. Oof. Christian Kirk. Wait, Christian Kirk wears number 13? I didn't know that. Holy crap. I really don't pay attention to the Jags. Christian Kirk looks small. Why did I think Christian Kirk was taller than he was? I thought he looks tiny, but he has speed. He's just running downfield. Nobody could stop him. Kick the extra point. Need to change the time or the score because I forgot the last time. It is probably 6:30. No, it's 31. Sorry, I'm so bad at fucking math. It's 31-24 right now. Saints trailing. You know that defense beating themselves up right now. Here comes Sid. Here comes Sid. Derek Carr marching out on the field. But yeah, like I was saying about the 49ers, and I still was completely surprised. I never would have picked the Browns to win that one. And yeah, man, that one and the Philadelphia Eagles games were the two biggest surprises. And this entire weekend was just a defensive showdown. I mean, the only teams that scored more than 26 points, there was like the Dolphins scored more than. So teams, there was the majority of the teams were like held to even. Oh my god, it was just a defensive shit show. Raiders versus Patriots, 21-17. I don't even want to talk about that one. That was. I just get heartburns every time I talk about the Raiders because it's just like it's so infuriating watching them play. It is so infuriating, and being a Raiders fan, like anybody knows, is just pain and sorrow. First and 10. I missed a bunch. They're going into 4, 3, 2. They're going to go into. He wanted to call a play. Derek, Sid's really mad right now. I missed what happened. I don't even know where they're at right now. Damn stream is fucking lagging so much. That's a one downside of using internet as to stream games instead of having physical cable is just the amount of interference that can happen at any given moment. I mean, even when I have good internet, like the stream could just freeze randomly. You got Philadelphia versus the Philadelphia Eagles versus Miami. That's going to be the Sunday Night Football. And then Monday Night Football, you got San Francisco 49ers versus Vikings. If Kirk Cousins can beat the 49ers defense, Derek Carr looks pissed off. Something's bothering him. Whether it's probably on play calling, it's just a whole bunch of speculation. Okay. It's a pass to number 22 on the Saints. Picks up about 8 yards on that play. Second down and 2, I believe. Yeah. Clock keeps running. They're in the opposition side. I didn't even see what happened. What the hell? They were able to march down from the 8. Just big chunk plays. Come on, Alvin Kamara running downfield. He's going for it. He gets tackled down in the red zone. The ball is going to be placed about the 17-yard line into the Jaguars territory right now. We got ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. It's placed at the 18. Steps back. He's falling under pressure. He's going to be... Oh! Just throws it away. Derek Carr just throws it away. Which is probably the smartest thing to do. He was getting pressured. They were about to pancake my boy. He's just progressively getting better per quarter. First quarter he had 29, then he went to 80, 71, 84, and then now he's in the fourth quarter 100 and something yards passing. It's yards per quarter. Quick pass to Olave. Nice pickup of about 9 yards. Third down and 1. But they're in No, they got placed down at the 10-yard line. Interesting. Second and 2. Alvin Kamara able to push his way through to get a first down right there. First and goal for the Saints. Now, this is where it's very important for them. They better convert on this, because if not, you have 50 seconds left on the clock, and it's a ball game. This is it. Comeback kid. Pass interference. That was not a pass interference. Good coverage. Oh, you can see Derek Carr sweating right now. Doug Peterson's sweating right now, too. Let's see what the comeback kid got. He's at the 4. Oh! Knocks him off. Derek Carr got hurt. Oh, he's hurt. But he doesn't want to come off the field right now. He's like, fuck that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna win us this game. He shrugs him off. Shrugs him off. That's a low blow. They call timeout right now. And the Saints call the first timeout. Saints have 3 timeouts, or 2 timeouts now, and the Jaguars have all 3 right now. But with 30 seconds left on the play clock, they really need to do something right now. They obviously right now in this situation they're gonna go for it no matter what. But third and goal Ball is placed at the 6-yard line. Snaps it. Finds his man. Touchdown. No, he dropped it. Tyron or Foster Moreau dropped the ball. He was wide open. It hits his hand and it bobbles out. Oh my God. That was a for sure touchdown right there. His face when he turns around is hilarious though. He's just like, fuck. That's it. Turnover on downs. Ball is placed at the 6-yard line. 21 seconds left on the play clock. Not really much they can do now at this point. Chris Olave, the intended target was Chris Olave. He throws the ball too fast. He's trying to force that, and it almost turned into an interception. Man, that was a poor choice. The Foster Moreau catch, that was the point where it was like, oh crap, they literally choked it, and Foster Moreau cost them the game. And you can see right now they're trying to console Foster Moreau because he knows he fucked up. He fucked up. He literally cost them the game right there. Man, that's heartbreaking. Tough way to go out right there. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of unhappiness right now. Man, that's tough. They're gonna call their last timeout. $18 seconds left on the clock. This game is over. One more victory formation and it's over. Man. That's so tough. You're so close. You're so close. And then things just don't go your way. That's football for you, man. Unfortunately, that's what happens. And now final score. Final score is Saints 24, Jaguars 31. Good win for the Jaguars. And towards the end, I mean, that defense was putting up pressure on them, but Christian Kirk able to pick up the game-winning touchdown with 2 minutes left. Man, that was just a complete. That's a tough way to lose too, because you're so close. You're so close. You're at the 6-yard line, and you just couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. Man. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a quick 30-second break. I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. So let's talk about it. Let's see what we saw. Let's talk about what happened. The Saints defense fell apart in the end, allowing Christian Kirk to get that touchdown. And when the Saints went downfield, marched all the way downfield with only 30 seconds left on the clock, they go to Foster Moreau, try to get him involved in the play, and he drops the ball. Literally drops the ball. Not figuratively, literally. And now you're in a situation where, you know, they couldn't do anything. So you end up with 31-24. The Saints unable to answer, and now there's more questions surrounding Derek Carr. He hasn't been performing that great. He started warming up as the quarters progressed, but nobody's gonna talk about you when you lose. They only talk about the people that win. So the Jaguars played a great game, and they got the points when it was necessary. They allowed the Saints to come back, but that Saints defense has been playing amazing. Having key takeaways, putting pressure at the key moments, and it was a pretty competitive game though. Like overall, Trevor Lawrence 20 of 29, 204 yards, one touchdown, and then you had Derek Carr 33 55s, 301 yards, one touchdown and one interception. Alvin Kamara had 17 carries for 62 yards. Trevor Lawrence carried it 8 times for 59 yards. One of them times was when he picked up that big chunk yards, that big chunk yard play that put them at the field, middle of the field goal where they were able to convert into a touchdown. And then you have Christian Kirk 6 receptions for 90 yards, one touchdown. Alvin Kamara had 12 receptions for 91 yards. So you can see that Alvin Kamara is their primary target now, as far as who Derek Carr wants to target. And then you have Taysom Hill had 18 yards in carries. Receiving, you had Alvin Kamara 12 receptions, 91 yards, 7.6 yards in average. Chris Olave 7 receptions for 57 yards, 8.1 yards in average. Taysom Hill for 4 receptions for 50 yards. Michael Thomas 3 receptions, 42 yards, 14 average. Foster Moreau 3 receptions for 33 yards and no touchdowns. Could have had the touchdown right there if he didn't drop it, but unfortunately not everything works out as you'd like, but it is what it is. The Saints now finish the week October 29th. Do they get a bye week? 15. No, they don't. What's the date? The 17th. Oh, shit. Hold up. 29th. So they're going to get a mini bye right now. Because they're not going to even come back to play. Yeah, they have until the 29th to come back and play. So, their next opponent is going to be... Sorry. Give me a second. I'm trying to pull up the... Yeah, the Saints are now 3-4. And, they got the Colts, albeit without Anthony Richardson. But you can never count out my boy Gardner Minshew Mania. I was bit by it when he had the mustache and the mullet. It was hard. And then they got, so realistically they could win the next 2 games to put them above 500 again, or just about. No, so I if they can beat the Colts next week, they could go to 500, and then they could beat the Bears, realistically speaking, and then they have to face the Vikings after that, which I don't think they're gonna win. And then the Falcons, depending on how they play this week, I'm gonna watch that game and give my opinions on that. But overall, I'm not really sold on the Falcons. The entire NFC South is pretty terrible as a whole. Like, there's not really much to be desired there. So, I mean, it's none of them are really going to compete for anything this year, if we're being completely honest. But then they play the Saints after the Falcons, so they're losing that. Realistically, they could go in their next 5 games. They could go loss, loss, loss. So they're man, it's not looking good for the Saints. Realistically, they could possibly beat the Vikings. So I'll give them. I'll mark the Vikings as a W. Maybe beat the Falcons, but I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of questions with the Saints. Defense is amazing. Offensively, they're lackluster. And now you hear a lot of talk about possibly moving on from Carr already. I mean, it's been 1 year and now we're going into week 7 and he's struggling. I mean, he had good yards, but 1 touchdown, 1 interception that turned into a pick 6. They lost by 1 touchdown. If he didn't throw that and try to force that play, it could have turned into a tie game and they could be in right there. But it shoulda, coulda. It's a bunch of shoulda, coulda, woulda. And at this point, it doesn't matter. The game's over. The one that won. But so we're gonna talk about the rest. Or let me just say this. I do not like the Cowboys. I'm not a supporter of the Cowboys. Alfredo is the honorary or not even honorary. He's the Cowboys fan in the group. So like what the hell? My screen started glitching, but so just going quickly over the last week's games, we had Broncos versus Chiefs. We watched that last week. Ravens beat the Titans 24-16. Ravens, I'm still not sold on you, man. Still not sold. I mean, Lamar's Lamar, but at the end of the day, I mean, I need to see more. They look pretty weak right now. Panthers versus Dolphins. Dolphins shut them out by 21 points. They beat them by 21 points, and then the score was 21-42. It was a great win for the Dolphins. Easy, We're gonna see this week how they do against the Eagles, especially considering that the Eagles lost to the Jets. So that's gonna be a game that we're gonna talk about, and I don't even know who I'm gonna pick. But for me personally, and I'm also gonna say this, I think the Dolphins are the best team in the AFC, and I don't think that it's really much of a debate. I mean, the Chiefs scored 19 points on the Broncos, and they've been struggling offensively. I did see that they picked up McCole Hardman from the Jets, but they've been struggling all year, offensively speaking, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. They're going to figure it out. They're going to still be dominant. They're still going to have the best record in the AFC. But as far as best team, I say that it's the Dolphins. The Dolphins have, the Dolphins played the Giants, beat them 31-16. They played the Bills, and they lost that game 48-20. That was pretty much the only game where they basically struggled. Besides that, I can't really say that they've struggled. I mean, and their offense is just so explosive, man. I don't know. The Eagles have a better defense realistically, but if that offense doesn't show up, it's gonna be a one-sided shootout. because Tyreek is always going to be open. You have Waddle, you have Raheem Mostert, and the way that they use their players is just so so beautiful. It's basically art, like the way that they run the plays. It's just beautiful ball placement, everything, and I'm really excited to see the Dolphins, and they got an easy dub against the Panthers. We're gonna see they're gonna get tested next this coming weekend against the Eagles, so we're gonna see how that goes. And then Texans beat the Saints 13-21. Not a really great game, as we said for Derek Carr. 32 of 50, 351. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, he can throw a bunch of yards, but it doesn't matter if you don't win the game and you can't make touchdowns. I mean, 353 yards, one touchdown, and one interception. Alvin Kamara, 19 carries, 68 yards. I mean, they're struggling. The leading receiver for them was 7 receptions and 96 yards for Chris Olave. So, man, it's like they have so many weapons and they can't produce, and it's just I know that some Saints fans are very frustrated and they're gonna say, you know, what does it matter getting those yard statistics if you can't really even do anything with them? Like, you can't score a touchdown, you can't convert. I mean, it's just. And C.J. Stroud got his first interception of the game, I believe, in that one. He finally threw his first interception. Yeah, 1 interception, 2 touchdowns, and 199 yards for the young rookie. But able to march downfield after getting that ball intercepted and getting that touchdown, converting on first down. Sorry for that, guys. But yeah, tough game. Then we have the Seahawks versus Bengals. Bengals barely edge out the Seahawks, beating them 17-13. Then you got the Vikings versus the Bears, beating the Bears. Bears are now in purgatory. Justin Fields dislocated his thumb, and I don't think they've updated his injury. Yeah, there's not really much of an update. Okay. Justin Fields doesn't need surgery, which is always a good news. But will he play? Okay, so Justin Fields will not be playing this weekend. Tyson Bennett will be getting his first NFL start uh, when when they host us. So they're gonna the Raiders. So, and also we're down our starting QB too. So it's not like we have a tremendous advantage. Our defense has been playing better overall, but like I said earlier, man, they give me fucking heartburn when I watch them play. It's not even fucking funny. Where we at? I just finished off with the Bears Vikings. Yeah. And then we go to the 49ers and Browns, another shit show game where, Brock Purdy wasn't playing his best football and he wasn't able to get the win. Brock Purdy only throwing for an abysmal 125 yards, 1 touchdown, 12 of 27 completion, and very, very pedestrian today without his key weapon in Christian McCaffrey, who had 43 rushing yards. Their leading receiver had 43 rushing yards, and he was out. So, yeah. And also, if you bet on him continuing his touchdown streak, you lost your money, man. Sorry about that. Sorry for whoever had him. I had somebody that was trying to trade me Christian McCaffrey last week for Tyreek Hill. It's so great that I didn't trade him away. Philip Walker all right game. Not really. No touchdowns for the young rookie. Two interceptions, 192 yards, and 18 of 34 completion. So he was at least above 500s, which is more than you can ask for Brock Purdy. I don't, but it gives them more, brings them back more to reality, and I think that they're gonna come back. Uh, it's just hard to come back after those type of injuries to your team. I mean, asking, and they were super close to doing it too. I mean, Brock Purdy took him down to the I believe the 25-yard line, and then Jake Moody misses the field goals or missed the field goal, so that was extra heartbreaking in that situation, obviously, which you know he probably wishes he could take it back. Then the Patriots lost to my Raiders. Like I said, heartburn up until the last moment. I was watching. I was I was watching that game, and man, up until like when they marched down in the last quarter and scored a touchdown, I was like, oh my god. I had that feeling in my chest, and I was like, oh no. But man, not good performance by Jimmy G. 14 of 22. Uh, so 14 of 22, 162 yards, one touchdown and one interception. And Jimmy Garoppolo still leads the league in interceptions currently, which nobody likes to see. So yeah, but Mac Jones played a little bit better than Jimmy G. 24 of 33, 200 yards, one interception, no touchdowns. Yeah, it was not a pretty game. The Raiders won, but I'm not very excited about that win. I mean, even Devontae said it himself when he was in the press conference today. He was talking about how it doesn't we care about the wins, but nobody wants to win like that. Like you don't want to win shitty games, and thankfully our defense was able to step up and secure that win for us. You know that Max Crosby safety on Mac Jones. Sorry, I heard something. But yeah, that was a game changer right there and helped us win the game for sure. Uh, Lions put a ass whooping on the Buccaneers, 20-6. We thought that the Buccaneers defense was able to do something to the Lions. No, and this is why I think that the Lions are the best team in the NFC, or the best team in the NFC. Period. Um, they just look better. I mean, 49ers obviously look better. And once they get Deebo Samuels and Christian McCaffrey back, they're probably going to take their rightful place as number one. But for right now, I put the Lions. Lions are number one in the NFC. Cardinals got their butts whooped 26-9 to the Los Angeles Rams. Division rivalry right there. Not really much of a rivalry, though, to speak of. So, tough loss for the Cardinals, and a lot more questions coming up about do Cardinals fans want their guy back, or do they want to draft a QB now? Because right now you're in a situation where you can draft. You're 1-5. You know, you're in a situation where you could get a high draft pick and possibly pick up your next franchise quarterback if they're ready to move on from Kyler Murray. I don't know if they would, though. They just signed him. But at the same time, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. So we'll see if they move on from Kyler Murray. As time progresses, we'll see his timetable of return. Let me look it up real fast. Just posted a day ago. What's next for Kyler Murray's return into the Cardinals starting lineup by Arizona Sports. For the first time since December 22nd, nearly 9 months removed from a torn ACL. So imagine if Aaron Rodgers comes back faster than it took Kyler Murray to return from his injury. So I don't know. I'm just interested to see back on. So Kyler Murray has 21 days to opens up a 21-day window for the quarterback to come back onto the field, and I'm interested to see how he's going to play. I mean, I don't think that he's gonna be very effective in his first game back. He's already 9 months removed from football. It's been a long time for him, so he might be a little bit rusty, but it's yet to be seen. Um, yeah, very, very interested on the timetable for the return of Kyler Murray. Hopefully, he can come back by around week 11, maybe, or 9. The sooner that they can get him back, the sooner that they could probably start winning games. But I don't know, man. Very, very interesting. In other news, the Eagles lost to the Jets. What the hell? It was a very strange week last week. It was not a good game, a good week of football. A lot of bad offenses. Like it seemed like all defenses last week were elite, and that's not good. That just means that offenses played like trash, except obviously, of course, for the Dolphins and the Titans, or not the Titans, sorry, the Dolphins and the Lions. You know, even the Bills, like they played horribly on Sunday Night Football. I had to turn that game off. It was so fucking boring. 9-14. That was, and it was close. It was closer than it should have been. Let's be completely honest. And I mean, even going back to Thursday Night Football, that game shouldn't have been as close as it was. That, like, man. And listen here, anybody that's a Cowboys fan, I don't want to hear anything about beating this Chargers team. This Chargers team has not been doing anything. They've only beat the Raiders, which I will admit right now, my Raiders are ass. Even like I said, like every game that I fucking watch of them is just infuriating. So the only teams that the Chargers have beat are the Raiders, the 3-3 Raiders, which I don't even know how we're 3-3. I mean, we played some of the worst teams. That's probably why. And the Vikings, they beat the Vikings, but the Vikings aren't that good either. I mean, the Vikings have only beaten the Panthers and the 0-6 Panthers and the 1-5 fucking Commanders or Bears. Uh, the Bears, you just hope that the Bears would play better, but I mean, you can't really do much. That team is just cursed. Cowboys, you got the win, moving you up to 4-2. I still don't have you top 5 in the NFL though. You're not a top 5 team. There's too many teams that are way better than you, and I've already seen so many Cowboys fans. Just, it's ridiculous. I don't have an issue with the Cowboys per se. I have an issue with the fans. The fans are the worst. Besides Alfredo. Alfredo is amazing. I love Alfredo. But that fan base is horrible. You guys are terrible. But yeah. Now moving into week 17 or 7. God damn, I cannot speak. The Jaguars versus the Saints ended with a 31-24 victory for the Jaguars. When Tyrann Mathieu, oh my god, I keep saying that. When Foster Moreau dropped an easy pickup for in the end zone, and they go for one more play to Chris Olave, and he wasn't able to bring it in, and it was almost picked off either way. So, tough loss for the Saints. Move on. You got 2 winnable games the next 2 weeks, and you got a bye. Derek Carr needs to pick it up. He needs to get more touchdowns. I don't care about the yards. He needs to score more touchdowns out there. Falcons versus Buccaneers. Give me the Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers will take care of business. They'll take care of business right there. Them damn Pirates. The second best Pirate team in the NFL. But yeah. I dislike the Buccaneers too because they beat my team in the Super Bowl in 2003 or 2002. I don't remember. I wouldn't remember either way because I was a fucking baby. Raiders versus Bears. I got the Raiders for that one. Depending on the QB that's starting to. I'm kind of torn though, to be completely honest, because Jimmy G has already been confirmed to not be playing this week. So we could either go with the veteran Brandon Hoyer, which he came in and was able to maintain the 10-point lead, not give it up, played pretty good football, or do we put the rookie in again and see what he's learned from last week, see if he's developed more, if he's, you know what I mean? But sorry about that. My uncle just texted me a link to the song "Can You Hear that Fernando" by ABBA. And when I was a kid, he used to always play that song for me, and he'd always be like, "This is you," because he'd always nickname me Fernando. But it's just a good core memory. He just texted me that. That's why I thought it was funny. But yeah, give me the Raiders for the Bears versus Raiders. I think that Aiden O'Connell will, if he's the starter, I think that he'll do enough to win the game. Brandon Hoyer, he's a veteran QB, knows the system, knows how to play. So, I mean, if they couldn't figure out with Jordan,
Indianapolis Colts are at home this week, and
I did not mean to do that. But yeah, give me the Raiders versus Bears. Browns versus Colts. Give me the Browns. Give me the Browns. They were able to beat the 49ers defensively speaking on all fronts. And, I mean, they're going to win a lot of games just defensively speaking. So, yeah, give me the Browns. Washington Commanders versus Giants. Give me the Commanders. I got the Commanders just mollywhopping that Giants defense. There's nothing to look forward to for you Giants fans. You guys are just horrible. Lions versus Ravens. Give me the Lions in this one. I think that the Lions will take care of business. I know that the Ravens defense is one of the best defenses in the league right now. But, that offense is high-powered. That defense is high-powered. So they're going to be putting pressure, just as much pressure on Lamar Jackson. It's not going to be a high-scoring game, but they're going to do just enough for the Lions to win. So, yes, give me the Lions in this game. Give me the Lions. Next, you got the Bills versus Patriots. Bills versus Patriots. Give me the Bills. I mean, there's no question. Yeah. Nah. Do I really have to justify my pick for this one? There's nothing to justify here. Yeah. So I'm not high on the Patriots anymore. I mean, just realistically speaking, they haven't really done anything. They lost to the Raiders. They're 1-5 currently, struggling. I mean, they did, and okay. do we think that the Eagles are good still as last year? I've been saying this for a while. The Eagles don't look as good as they did last year. They've had a lot of close games. Same with the Chiefs. Chiefs are another one. They're 5-1, but they're pretty fucking close. I mean, they've been struggling, and you see how explosive Miami is. You see how explosive 49ers are when they are all healthy. I think those teams are both better than the Eagles or the Chiefs this year. And I I don't know. I might be overreacting, but that's how I've been seeing it. I mean, you just watch the games. I mean, Travis Kelsey has been getting hurt every single week trying to make plays, and you can see that's why they definitely picked up McCole Hartman. But yeah, give me the. I don't even know how I ended up talking about this, but yeah, give me the Bills all day. Another division matchup for the Cardinals versus the Seahawks at Seattle. Give me the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are pretty damn good. They might be a top 10 team right now, surprisingly. They might be. I don't know. We'll see how they play this week. I mean, they had the bye last week, I believe. Did they? No, they didn't. They lost to the Bengals. They had the bye week the week before. Yeah, so they came back from the bye and then lost to the Bengals. But I think that them facing off against the Cardinals is going to be a good get right game. And I mean, it is a division rivalry, but at the same time, it's not like one of those. Where is it? It's in Seattle. No, yeah, just I'm sticking with the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks will get it done. Next up after that, we got the. Oh, by the way, Seahawks versus Cardinal is going to be the afternoon game. So for me, since I live in Arizona, it's going to be a 1:05 game. So we're moving into the 1:05 time slots. I don't know how that works on the East Coast. If you're watching this from the East Coast or from wherever you're watching it, I go based on West Coast time. But yeah, going into the next 1:05 slot, you got the Steelers versus the Rams, and I think that the Rams are better than the Steelers. The Steelers have not impressed me at all this season. Their defense is playing pretty good, but overall, I'm not a big fan of them. I mean, partly because they beat us, but that's water under the bridge. So yeah, give me the Rams. I think that offense is explosive. They still have Aaron Donald on defense. I don't know how well their secondary is. I haven't really been hearing much about their secondary, so it must not be that good. But yeah, give me good offense versus good defense. Yeah, just I'm sticking with the Rams in that one. Chiefs versus Chargers. I want the Chargers to win this one or end in a tie because I hate both. But yeah, I think the Chargers are gonna win this one. I'm only picking them because I don't want the Chiefs to go 6-1. But realistically, you know what? I'm not even gonna do that because I don't want to get that pick wrong. So, I'm going with the Chiefs. That's a sure pick. Chiefs. It's gonna be a shootout though. I'll say that. Then you have Packers versus Broncos. Packers versus Broncos. Give me the Packers. Packer Nation. Tom Grossi, where you at, boy? And Brandon Perna too. Those two guys, two of my favorite streamers on YouTube. Love watching them, but yeah, Packers. Give me the Packers to win that game. No question. And then for Sunday Night Football, we got an amazing matchup for the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Miami Dolphins at Philadelphia. This is going to be fun to watch. I'm very interested to see the outcome of this. I don't think that the Eagles are going to go 0-2 in these last two games, but give me the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins have enough to beat them. Because I don't think that the Eagles have faced an offense as explosive as the Dolphins. So this is going to be a real test for that defense. And, offensively speaking, the Eagles got to make shit work. They got to make shit work, and they got to go out there and do what they got to do. If not, they're just going to be held at a deficit. And they're going to be trying to claw their way back. So that defense, that Eagles defensive front needs to put pressure on Jalen Hurt or Tua Tagovailoa. Double coverage Tyreek. Just do what you got to do. Just check the film. They're professional teams. What the hell am I saying? And then for Monday Night Football, we got the 49ers coming off a loss to the Browns, facing off against the Vikings, who get another win last week, I believe, against the Bears. So the Vikings have beat the Bears. Da Bears. Who'd they beat? So they beat the Bears. Who else have they fucking beat? Oh, the Panthers. Two of the worst. Oh my gosh. They beat an 0-6 team and a 1-5 team to make them 2-3. I just can't even. What is the status of Justin Jefferson? Like what was it, his injury? Oh, he had a hamstring injury. Okay, so they're optimistic of it, but they're gonna reevaluate him in about 4 weeks. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna end the season either, but very interesting. Very interesting to say the least. I wonder the timetable now without him. It's very, very bleak. When did he get injured, though? Yeah, so that was 5 days ago. That was last week, so. But yeah, 49ers versus Vikings. I think that the 49ers are going to scheme for them, and they're going to be ready for whatever they got to throw at them. So give me the 49ers in that matchup. And yeah, those are my picks for Sunday. And I also want to add, do not use anything that I say as a recommendation for gambling advice. I am not a gambler. I suck at picking. I have terrible... I think I'm below 500 at this point in picks. But I don't even care. We're just doing what we do. We're enjoying the time that we have. And we're doing our best. But because I didn't pick the Eagles to fucking lose. I didn't pick the 49ers to lose. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, those are my picks for week 7 of the NFL. Gonna be some pretty good football, hopefully not just a bunch of defense, but that's yet to be seen. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be signing out. I might be dropping a video in the next couple days before Sunday. Just gonna be talking about my power rankings. I'm not gonna go live. I'm just gonna record myself and post up my top 5 picks for the, my top 5 picks. No, I'll do the top 10. My top 10 for I'll do my top 10 picks for fuck. I'm blanking out right now. I'm just so tired. It was a long day, but Power rankings. Yeah. Blanked out for a second. I'm going to be posting my power rankings probably, if not tomorrow or Saturday. Probably not Saturday, though, because I'm going to be with family. My family's coming down to visit me. So I'm going to try and definitely post, but that is going to be left to be seen. Anyway, beautiful people, thank you for watching and tuning in again. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like. If you didn't, please leave a dislike. Please let me know what you didn't like. Please help me become a better streamer because I just want to do this. This is something that I want to do for fun, but I also want to give content that you guys actually want to watch. I don't want to put something that you guys aren't going to enjoy. I just want the best, I want to have some good quality videos. So we're definitely going to see what happens. And, yeah, I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you guys like, please leave a like. If you guys don't like, please leave a dislike. If you guys want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. Do whatever the hell you want. I'm not here to fucking tell you what to do. Enjoy your fucking life. If you like what you see, you know what to do. Later!